Is Donald Trump good for the Jews?
No.
Right.
And
please explain.
let me explain, because
Yeah.
there actually is more debate in our community in the Jewish community than you would imagine. And the reason for that is that Donald Trump, if you look at some of his policies, they've been very, very good for the state of Israel. And I'm talking about, the move, finally, the overdue move of the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem,
right.
Recognizing the Golan Heights as being part of Israel.
These are longtime goals for many people in the community.
Yes,
right?
and people beyond the Jewish community,
Right.
people who don't want to see the Golan Heights getting into the hands of Bashar Assad, for example.
For instance.
So, when it comes to those two policies, I'm in full-throated support of them. And so I think that can be confusing for people, because how can Trump be bad for the Jews if he's good for Israel?
Right.
I'll tell you how. Policies can be undone, as we know all too well.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that cannot be undone, that Donald Trump is doing, is renting apart the fabric of our civilization. And he's doing it gleefully and willingly. And he is turning Americans one against the other. He is ratcheting up the divisions between us. He is trafficking in conspiracy theories. And as I just told you, anti-Semitism is the ultimate conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
It's why anti-Semites were drawn to Trump's banner, because when he talks about the globalists and the elitists keeping the working man down,
Those
what
are
they
code
hear
words,
is
right.
Jew.
Yeah, but of course what you're saying, Barry, is he's not necessarily bad for the Jews so much as he's bad for everybody. I mean, I hear a broader critique.
But to me, those things are connected.
They are.
And the reason for that, and the reason I ultimately wrote this book,
Yeah.
is if you study history at all, you see that societies that cannot protect their Jews are societies that are dead or dying. Societies where anti-Semitism thrives are societies that are on the wane. The reason for writing this book, ultimately, is not just because I care about
Yep.
the future of the Jewish people, which of course I do. It's because I love this country.
Yep.
I love what it can stand for at its very best, despite all of its many flaws and warts. And we're living through a particularly hard time.
Warty time right now.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
But, my appeal to people is that if you care about the future of this country,
Right.
you need to care about putting down this virus, because the further it spreads, the more evidence it is that our society is in tremendous, tremendous danger.